Something that makes One Rental at a Time channel different is I go out and work with lots of different individuals and bring them here weekly. And we have Stephen from Velocity Mortgage as one of those returning guests who's not only helped me close some deals, but he's also bringing some exciting news for you out there. Velocity Mortgage is hungry for fix and flip business. What do I mean by that? Well, I will let Stephen share with you. But before that, we got to do the marketing thing so he or I don't get in trouble.
That was a nice transition. I thought you were going to maybe forget, but I was holding out hope. Long story short, although I work very happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel, that of my own. So as far as the exciting news, we dropped the rates on our ARV or fix and flip product by 2%. So yeah, that's a huge difference. I mean, that's kind of unheard of in most circles as far as for lenders. They don't drop rates by 2% overnight. No. So definitely hungry for it. They're performing very well. We definitely see a huge need for it. And with, rates at 2% lower than what they used to be, I'm sure I'm going to probably get a lot more inquiries, but definitely exciting news.
Yeah. And again, I think there's a couple of things I want to point out here, because again, if you watch One Rental at a Time long enough, you will see that I call trends, and I'm going to call another trend here. So first and foremost, what did I tell you a couple of months ago? Lenders are going to get tighter. Right after Silicon Valley Bank closed, I said, this is a seminal event. I'm seeing the lending market get tighter. Velocity Mortgage, these are my words, not yours, are very quick to operate or pivot or whatever you want to call that. They are also equally quick to pivot when they see it going the other way. What do I mean by that? Again, my words, not yours. I've told people that I expect rates to trend down all year. We are at the terminal rate. We'll know next week. But what does that mean? That means banks can reduce rates. They can start collapsing margins, and we can start getting more competitive. How do you know banks want or lenders want to get more competitive? They lower rates. And right now, what is working? I have 4 flippers on my channel. Below the median. If you can find a junky home, doll it up, and make it FHA ready, that is easy money. Omar, Jason, myself, and many others. It makes perfect sense to me that Velocity's like, hey, I want to go get some of that business. Very safe, relatively short term. It makes perfect sense to me why ARV Pro is going down 2 points.
Well, it's allows for investors to look for other opportunities versus having to compete against other multiple offers on what's available as far as current turnkey ready inventory. So
yeah, exactly.
This gives them another opportunity to kind of have an added value kind of a project where a little bit of elbow grease, using my money to rehab it and increase the equity and pull your money out of that. So it's a winning model. It just depends on the property and the market and stuff like that. But we're definitely we definitely want to get some more ARV business for sure. So the 200 basis points, 2% drop in rates should pretty much tell you that, because that's kind of unheard of. But
well, let's remind people what the ARV Pro is, the basic structure, all of that. They can obviously see this on your website, but just real quick, what is the ARV Pro?
Well, that stands for after rehab value. It's meant for properties that are in distress. Needed a little bit of rehabbing, deferred maintenance, probably cosmetic repairs,
ugly properties,
stuff like that.
Like this ugly properties, like the
lipstick on a pig kind of thing, and just kind of So we typically will cover for a seasoned investor or flipper 80% of your purchase price, and typically about 80% of your rehab budget, and not to surpass 75% of the ARV. It is a 12-month interest-only loan with no prepay. You do have an option of paying, the majority of the closing costs on the exit out of the loan when, during the time of rehab, you want the cost of capital to be lower, you want the payment, low. So if you can kick the can down the road as far as the actual cost of the loan to where you build the equity into it using my money, then why not? Less out of cash or out of pocket cost for yourself. So that definitely allows for the ease of use with the product as well, to acquire the property, rehab it, and then pay out of the equity instead of out of your pocket. So that's another nice little wrinkle. Of course, the asset-based lending aspect, no tax return, no peso, no W-2, no 12 to 24 months bank statements, and no DSCR. So that definitely opens up a lot more opportunities to where maybe other lenders might have more restrictions, but I definitely foresee an uptick in ARV business for sure.
Oh, absolutely. So again, if you're following one rental at a time, I want to be clear. If you're choosing to play here, make sure your ARV or after repair value, your exit is below the median for maximum security.
Right.
Make sure if this is your first time, you're obviously maybe working with a partner or somebody else who's done it. But I've proven that this is a model that works. Buy the junker. I bought two right out of the MLS, 30% below list, spent, I don't know, 40 grand roughly. I think one was 42, one was 48, and flipped them to both FHA buyers. So again, if you want to take ugly properties in your neighborhoods and make them beautiful, ARV Pro helps you with that. I think one took me 3 months, one took me 4.5. It is possible. So Stephen, if somebody wanted to reach out and learn more about this product, where do they go?
Just email me to sdao@velocitymortgage.com. In the subject line, please put the acronym ORAAT to make it past the firewall. Body of the email, just a brief description, what you're looking for. Property address would be great, or at least a city and state where you're looking to get financing in to make sure I lend there. Your mid-FICO score would really be helpful. And of course, the best phone number to reach at, in typically 24, 48 hours, I'll be in touch.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.